Hey, it's Jane. It's been a little while since we've made a full-length video, but welcome back to the Handz for Hire channel. This is where we do DIY videos around the home. Now today we're going to be mounting a TV on the wall, and unfortunately my original Samsung flat screen TV just died. I think I got it back in 2007, and it's lasted me a good long life, 14 years. And instead of buying an outside television, I just kind of used an old one, and then in this case I just actually purchased a 55-inch on Roku TV from Walmart, which is very affordable. It was on sale for under $400. In order to get started, we're gonna have to take down the old hardware, which is right here behind me. You can see where I messed up one time when I was putting this originally up. I forgot about that. All right, we got everything down, which is great, but I'm left with a couple of holes in my stucco. So I'm gonna be using the Gorilla epoxy stick. It's just super easy just to kind of fill the holes. It'll blend in with the stucco, and then I'll go back and paint it later. Now I've used this before and I've shown you in other videos, but it's basically activated by mixing these two ingredients. When you start to move it around like this and twist it together, it becomes active. Oof, and I can actually smell it as it's actually starting to react. Going back and forth until all the color is just one light gray. All right, that should be good. Alright, so we've got our wall bracket here, and since it's way too heavy just to hold up and try to get it level and all of that, they include this like really nice template, and you're able to hang this up here and put all your marks in place. I know this isn't going to be really centered on the wall, but one of the things that you have to do when you get started here is find the studs, because you really want to mount the whole thing into the studs. This mount actually pulls out like this, and when you extend it out from the wall, it puts extra torque on all the bolts and everything. So if you put wall anchors in, it really doesn't work well. Really the only way to go is into the stud. If you can't hit two studs, that's okay, just do one, but make sure you get at least one in, or else your TV is gonna be coming off the wall and falling down. So I know that there's a stud right here because I just took out of this right here, and I also have a stud finder, which honestly works so-so on stucco, because stucco is just not a nice flat surface. So a trick that you can do, if you're able to get around to the inside wall where you have smooth sheetrock, I was able to go around and inside the house and on the other side of this wall and then just run against smooth sheetrock. Was able to really get a good reading. Yeah, there's another stud over here. So because this is gonna pull out, I can kind of pull it out and then end up centering it on the wall, but the bracket will be off to the right side. And then I have a nice power source right here, so I can plug it in right behind my TV and it'll be good to go. It looks like I'm gonna get lucky and be able to use one of my old holes. They say place the level right here, and I'm just gonna keep this one hole that I have in frame right there, and I'm gonna keep sliding it until my bubble is right in the center, and it is right now. You can take like a screw or screwdriver or a pencil. That I just plugged it, but we'll just drill through there again. I'm trying to make a nice clear mark. I just forgot to bring a pencil out, to be honest, so that's why I'm using a screwdriver. Good. All right, got my spots. I've got my 4 lag bolts that we're gonna use to put up the wall bracket, and usually in the instructions they're going to tell you what size drill bit to use to do the pre-drill before you actually put these in, and in this case they actually say 7/32, but here's a test you can always do just to check. you want your drill bit to be slightly smaller than the threads of the screw of the lag bolt. You can see that the drill bit is just a little bit smaller, and you can see the threads just around it. And that's gonna be kind of the perfect size that we want. So 7/32 for this one, for this size lag bolt. All right, so this is not too light, so you might want to get somebody to help you with this part. All right, got that top one in just a little bit first, and then I'm gonna get this other top one in, and then it allows me to use both hands. Okay. All right, last step here is just check to make sure it's level, and it actually looks pretty perfect. Right smack in the middle. Now we're just gonna tighten these up a little bit. Okay, this thing is not going anywhere. All right, next step is to attach the little brackets that go on the TV. Basically, they're just gonna hang over this post here. There's a little flap that flips up on the back. We're gonna be able to put a screw right in here, and it'll just lock it in place so the TV doesn't come off. All right, so they want you to put the TV on a nice soft surface. So I'm just gonna put it flat on the couch here. You might want to get 2 people for this part because it gets a little heavy. I don't know if you can see that, but the holes are actually pretty low on the TV. I thought they'd be more centered, to be honest. We'll just put the brackets just a little bit lower, like this, so that the TV actually hangs more towards the center, and it's not going to be hanging in down here, and then we've got this huge section up top. All right, so it ended up being H2. That's the right one. Now, I'm gonna do something they don't recommend, which is use a drill to screw these in, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stop right before I get to the end because I do not wanna over tighten these. If you over tighten them, you can actually damage your TV. You want them tight, but just tight enough. You don't need them super tight. There we go. I've got 2 other screws that were in the kit. Once I put this on and mount it, I'll flip this over, and then I'm gonna put a screw right in there like that on each side, just to lock it in place. So see the hooks there?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hook it up on there.
Yeah, it's not difficult.
Okay, that's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, that was easy.
Yeah. All right, you're just gonna have to take my word for it, but we just secured the screws in the back, so this thing isn't going anywhere, which is nice. And last step is really just to peel off the protective layer. So this is a little ASMR for you.
Another interesting elk, as you can imagine, it's dangerous having it run in an oak tree during the dry season.
Best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear.